I'm here today to bring you another dream update. I do not remember much from this dream, but I'll try my best to portray it and just to get it out there in the best way that I can. Now, what happened in this dream, I'm really thankful I had this dream because I was able to see my dream father, also known as my spirit father, again. So I had done the same thing when you're trying to do that technique for lucid dream. Just meditate first, let your mind be open, let your mind be awake. And once I did this for about 20 minutes, I laid back down, tried to stay very still in the bed. So whenever I felt my mind was awake enough and that time to when I wanted to lean over to my side and go back to sleep. So I fell asleep and I had a series of dreams. I cannot remember all of them. But the most significant part was when I had reached the astral plane of Mars. I was able to travel through my dream to Mars because I saw some red rock down below my feet, and it was very red. It was very red, not like the rock you see here on Earth, to where it looks kind of red, but it has like more of an orange pigment. So I was walking on red rock, so that made me think, okay, well, I'm on Mars right now. But I only remember looking down at the red rock and my feet. I don't remember looking up at Mars. Like, I don't really remember looking at the horizon or any mountains on Mars. I just remember going there and looking down at the dirt, at the red dirt, while I was walking somewhere. And then the dream took me to somewhere underground on that planet, and I saw my spirit father there. So here's something I had been channeled a while ago, but I didn't really talk about it in a video or anything because I wanted to make sure that it was it was credential or legit to what's happening on the astral planes of these different planets. So my spirit father, my dream father, who has the exact image of Thorin Oakenshield, only he's a lot taller now. He's very tall, almost like one of those sleeping giants that are waking up right now. He may be as tall as one of those. So it first started off me looking down at my feet, walking on Mars, me seeing the red rock and everything. And then the dream took me to somewhere deep underground where my father, my dream father, is commanding certain light beings to work very hard for these shadow reptilian beings that are able to cast themselves into the unknown realms, almost like shadow realms. So whenever you hear about these reptilian shapeshifters controlling somebody, or controlling, maybe controlling a type of political figure, they're doing it from, they are able to control these human beings from a different dimension, almost like they're in a shadow dimension. I think David Icke, he explains this better. So I was able to see him. I was able to look into his face, look into his eyes, but the dream itself was not that clear at all, because I was probably not able to be there for a long time. I was not able to be there because of the dangers, but I am at least happy that I got to see him again. So in a way, I think I willed this thought into my mindset, into my, I was able to do this, but I'm not really able to fully will what I want to see in a dream yet. And this is baffling to me, since I was able to go to Mars and kind of see what was happening there. Okay, so Thorin was in these really tall, these really big underground tunnels, because I met him there. I met him in these really big underground tunnels. The tunnels seemed kind of like metallic metal, but it was dark in there, kind of. But I was able to visit my dream father, and I did see light upon his face, upon his body, so I could kind of see his face clearly. But my dream was fuzzy. It didn't have that clarity. So, and I wasn't really able to be there for very long, so that's why I do not remember certain parts of the dream. But anyway, I think what's going on is that, so there are some light entity solar beings, a big portion of them actually, who have been captured and manipulated by the CERN system. the CERN system is able to somewhat capture these light entities and imprison them somehow. So the light entities, who are most of the Starseed star families within the astral plane, they have been controlled and manipulated to the point where they have to do slave work for the elite shadow reptilian beings, and they're doing this so that the Olympics can still go on without any problems or any disturbances by the light forces. Because if the light forces had a choice, they would just end the Olympics right now. Because they know something is they know something's going down over there that's not being displayed by the public here on Earth. It's not being displayed by the humans on Earth, so it's all being done in complete secrecy. So, but if Thorin doesn't want to take orders from these shadow beings, but he knows that if he does not comply, then he will be locked away in a dark abyss, and he won't be able to come out ever again. So he has to comply to the dark forces, and he has to order the other light beings to slave around and do their work for the dark energy beings. And I feel in my heart that all of this is taking place in certain astral realms. And this astral realm is the astral realm that I went to on Mars. So they're having the really powerful light beings. They're having them compete in a type of Olympic game or hunger game, and the light beings, the really higher up light beings, are competing against the certain dark forces who are competing against them. And this is taking place on Olympus Mons, that really, really big volcano on Mars. And while this is happening, so this is taking place because the Olympics are still going on, and but the dark forces know that their time is running out pretty soon, so they're doing whatever they can to harness and just trap that energy. They're doing everything they can to trap energy until their time is up, because they're really, really scared right now. But as long as these hunger games are going on, there are still going to be human beings and light beings who are going to be imprisoned somehow. Alright, I think that's all of the message I had for this video. I might continue the story later on. This may be a part 1. Alright guys, have a good day. This is Snipple Raphael signing out.